Now, for number 3, it's called distance and apps value. It's on page 2. You may be wondering why we need to learn about the apps value. So let's start with the definition first, and we'll talk about why we need to. For any real numbers a and b, the distance between them is absolute value of ab. So what do you use here? The distance, right? So when we take the absolute value of something, it means we're trying to find the distance between 2 points. For this symbol, it means to find the distance between a and b. Okay? And now, again, if you go from home to school or school to home, it's the same distance, right? So that means if you reversed it, the order, going from A to B or B to A, they are the same, right? That's why we have the absolute value of A minus B is equal to the absolute value of B minus A. So I'll start with the example here. Find the distance between -7 and, sorry, I need to update this. -7 and -1, okay? Find the distance between -7 and -1 on the number line. Okay. So, read the definition again. The distance between A and B, right? So, find the distance between this number and this number. So let's start with, because this start first, I'll call it like A, which is -7. Subtract the second number, which is -1, right? Subtract. Now, because the second number is negative, make sure you have parentheses here. Because this is the first number, -7. Subtract the second number, which is -1. Simplify, we get -7. Negative times negative is +1. Okay? So negative plus 1 is what? -6, right? Simplify further, you get, okay, absolute value of -6 is what? -6 is negative, right? Based on the definition of the absolute value, we get negative of -6, which is 6. Okay? Now, I want to show you that the order does not matter. Going from A to B is the same as going from B to A. So let's try the other way around. This time we'll take the second number, which is -1, subtract the first number. The first number is -7. Don't forget to use parentheses just to maintain the sign of this number, -7, okay? Simplify, we get -1, negative times negative is positive. 7. Simplify further, we get -1 plus 7 is 6. Okay? So, using the definition of the absolute value, since the inside here is 6, which is greater than or equal to 0, we can simplify this to 6. Now, let's compare. Does this equal this? Yes, because the distance from A to B is the same as the distance from B to A. Okay? Now, if I ask you a question like this, all you need is to tell me the answer, which is 6. Okay? You may be wondering how the number line look like. Let's see. If we start off with 0 somewhere here, and the first point is -1, right? Second point is -7, so let's see, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. So this is the number line that include 2 points, -1 and -7. What we just did is we find the distance between these two numbers, -1 to -7, or from -7 to -1. Okay? So absolute value, in a sense, it's used to find the distance between two numbers. So visually, you can count, right? This is 1 unit, right? 2 units away, 3 units away, 4 units away, 5 units away, 6 units away. So 6 units away from -7 to -1, which is true here from the calculation we just did earlier. Okay. So that's about the absolute value, the application of the absolute value.